How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to a new series that we're starting, Factorio 2.0, Space Age. So, a few things to note is we've already done most of the base game. So I kind of made the decision, what I wanted to do is we've already seen the base game in the previous series. If you haven't already seen that, definitely... I would say check it out on the other series, but I'm thinking about it. I think that was modded. So I don't think we have actually the base game that we've seen. It hasn't evolved too much. Most people will understand it as, and we'll do a quick kind of run through of essentially the base game is up to the point where you launch a rocket. And so if you saw the Let's Talk episode of kind of us talking about doing Factorio, we have I usually will do a little bootstrap setup like this, some different mines, feeds into a production chain of furnaces, and then I typically go the main bus route with offshoots as needed. Other people will do kind of on-demand production, so they might do something more along the lines of a spaghetti factory, or they might do more train-based, or whatever, or they might try to do 1,000 science per minute because that's what they see other people doing, but it's whatever, however you want to play. Part in doing why I wanted to skip a lot of the base game content in terms of this is just because there's so much more stuff to do. And this was also just part into a testing world that I had for A, seeing the changes, and B, seeing how quickly it now takes to launch a rocket. It is significantly faster because you don't need nearly as many circuits for launching things. Like I got away with just this much red production, this much green, and yes, we are going to put lights in the factory once we actually get those made, which should be getting made somewhere. I don't know. Maybe they're not getting made. Oops. But yeah, so really we're just going to kind of pick up from this point and go forward. If you do want to see me go through and do this sort of base game, early game content, definitely let me know down below and I will go back and record some episodes, both explaining as well as just doing the base game up until launching a rocket again. And then I really don't know what happens after launching the rocket, other than that we need the change rather was you would launch a rocket, you'd get space science from this, but that's no longer the case. Now it's you launch a rocket and you can deliver cargo, space platform, or travel. And so now it's effectively changed. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're just going to kind of do some maintenance that we need to do in preparation for expanding. So one of the things that, as you saw, is I have a lot of these blueprints down, like for oil. We never finished all of these. Like I was just sprinting because I was just kind of trying to see how quickly could I do it relative to in previous. And I was able to do it in 6 hours, I think, to get to build the locomotive, or not build the locomotive rather, but launch a rocket within 8 hours, and lazy bastard no handcrafting, as well as do the 90-minute train achievement all in one run, so 100% run, because I wanted to see what that was going to look like, because eventually me and my friends are going to try a run of those achievements once we've beaten Space Age, just so we know kind of what it's going to be like. We could go in blind, but we really don't want to, just because we don't want to get frustrated with where we could have done better. And it's easier to understand where we can do better once we've already played it. Anyway, and so that's also partially why we have all these for the achievements. Anyway, so we're going to just go through and just prepare our base and start kind of setting up those foundations for the next step. So like, for instance, we haven't set up any sort of trains, and we have biters, and we don't really have a good defense right now. We have a very haphazard defense, and if we look at the pollution, it is everywhere. So we are already getting attacked over here in the southwest. Like, this area is just constantly under attack, so we do need to worry about that. We also do need to worry about just resource processing. So one thing I want to look at today is just getting we have robots, but I want to get them in a better position than we currently are. So we can shift over to, I believe we might already have it, burn. We do have it. Okay, so we already have electric engines. We could switch over to it, but we don't have the power grid for it. Now, we only have this setup here, and we have one of two options. We can either go the route of switch over to electric furnaces for now, or, and before everybody goes in the comments saying, oh, there's this more efficient, like smelting thing that like we should beeline for. I am aware of it, but I haven't looked into how much more efficient it is. You can put it down in the comment section below. I will read it, but I'm not going to currently beeline for it. I do want to explore the DLC kind of at my own pace. And I'm not necessarily making any min-max most efficient things by all means. Some of the things here are from previous updates, previous builds. Some of them I found online, some of them I have made myself and have just used for many runs at this point, so they might have come from somewhere or been inspired from something. So just keep that in mind. But anyway, as for the actual DLC stuff, so I do know there is a better version of smelting, but currently we don't have access to it. We could try to beeline for it, but my goal in this series is just to explore the DLC, have fun doing it, and hopefully you guys learn something along the way as much as I learned something along the way, because I know not everybody can afford the DLC, nor is everybody going to have the time to necessarily put into the DLC. So I am going to try to more or less play as we record style, so kind of again how I played Factorio previously. So unlike Satisfactory, which is another cool series you guys should go check out on the channel if you haven't done so already, is I play throughout the week and then I record kind of what we did that week. Sometimes the last 2 weeks I've been recording at time of or playing at time of recording. This is going to be play at time of recording, just so everybody is aware. So progress might be a little bit slower, but I believe we're going to try for 2 episodes a week. So we're going to make about an hour's progress every week, give or take. Because I'm guessing these episodes are probably going to be closer to about 20 to 30 minutes or so. If they are on the longer side and you guys prefer shorter form, I can cut it down to 20 minutes and do maybe a little bit between 2 episodes each week. But if you guys prefer the longer format, definitely let me know down below as well, because that will kind of help gauge how to structure things. But anyway, so let's go make sure that we have everything set up in preparation for just mass construction here on kind of our home planet. I've already seen a couple different ways people are doing their bases now, because the meta has, I say meta in a game like this, but just the way that people are building their factories has significantly changed, because now with the Space Age DLC, you can do your platforms, or you can do space platforms, and essentially have your base in space if you want. I'm not going to necessarily opt for that. I think we might opt more for either have this world be our hub where we ship everything back, or we do some interconnected stuff. I'm not really sure what's going to be the most effective or the most fun. I'm going to probably just explore and just see how our factory evolves and just see kind of what makes sense to me. So let's kind of go over here to our shopping mall. First things first, I want to get lights made, because we do have lights in the system, but we don't have them being made. So what do lights need? Because I don't usually make lights. Oh, we can make foundations. Let's see, space platform starter kit, we need 60. Interesting. Okay, lights. Do we not have lights? No, we don't. Okay, let's go ahead and research these. We did only research, I believe, the necessary ones. Another cool tip that I like is, notice when you hover over this, it tells you science per minute as well as time remaining. I don't believe that was in 1.5 or 1.0. I believe that is a new thing that is in here, so that's really nice. Let's see. So now that we have lights and repair kits, iron, copper, that. Okay. So we do need this copper. And we need these. Okay, so we need it to be somewhere here. Okay. It's not really a great place to put this, huh? So I guess let's do... Okay, let's do this. We're not gonna do an assembling machine. Instead, we're just gonna take this and we're gonna ship it up. Maybe. Okay. I'll do something like this. Okay. Let's grab red underground. We're gonna swap this over to 4. Uncap red. Cap this at 1. That's fine. That's fine. Cap that at 1. Okay, cool. The reason I'm doing this, by the way, is just so that because we're gonna switch up red pretty quickly, so I do want as much of it being made because we are just gonna mass upgrade things. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a bit of belt weaving. Like so. We do need... Okay. Sweet. And then so we can do this. Go ahead, and we want to get passive providers. We do want to get the... Where is it? It should be robots. Where is... Is it after? It is after. So logistics system is after. Okay, that kind of stinks. So we have to do the space stuff before we can get that. That's unfortunate, because what I would like to do, and have done previously, is I'll put a active, or a quester chest, so that it pulls all of the stuff we deconstruct into it, and so it just auto-upgrades, so we don't have to worry about it. Alright, so that's getting made. So we have this, this, and this, and then we want those. Why is this not getting its thing? Oh, we didn't hook it up. Okay. Like that. Okay, perfect. Alright, so that's now gonna get those things. Check, check, and we just need green circuits now. Okay, well that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. Well, maybe. Okay. What we'll do is we'll do that. We need that. Like that. Okay, perfect. And then we'll do like so. Cool. Alright, cool. That all works. Excellent. So now we're gonna get lights being made. Solid. But we do need that right there. Perfect. And then we don't really need too many, so I'll just do 4 stacks. Sweet. Okay. So that's being made. So for the most part, we have everything being made. These, we're gonna do that many. And then we do want to get these chests up here being made. Because we are gonna want... I don't really want to throw a storage chest there. We'll throw that there. Alright, let's do that. Sweet. Let's get military science. Let's get landfill, automobile. Honestly, we're just going to queue up everything at this point. And just keep going through. And that will also kind of just highlight where we have shortfalls in the factory as to what we need to upgrade. I'm just take the stone and plug it in here. No sense in not. Okay, let's grab that stone as well. Okay, let's throw that there. You know, let's actually do... Where are they? Right there. Cool. Okay. And then we do need to get another roboport, so let's figure out how we can get another one of those. Red and steel. Okay. So right now, based on what we have here, I do want to create... How many robots do we have? We have 400. Okay, let's create an upgrade blueprint. Oh, we already have one. Trash. Alright. So, yep, we want to do that. We want to upgrade all yellow belt to red belt. And we want to upgrade all underground to this. I know this is going to cause a bit of an issue over here where we have weaved the belt. So we're just going to upgrade everything but that. And we want to upgrade from you to you. Okay. Okay. And we're going to do that over here. It's going to be pretty big. Sweet. Okay. We'll do everything but that one section. Okay. So that's going to give our robots something to do for a second. And then 1, 2, 3. We don't have there we do. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw those into there. Cool. And just so we can get that out of our inventory. Excellent. And let's do that to these as well. Okay. And then the idea behind why we're doing this, in case anybody is wondering, is just so we can get everything fully upgraded and going. Yeah, let's throw that there as well. Okay, so we need steel and we need red circuits. Red circuits, I think, are limited. Why are they limited, actually? Green circuits. And green circuits are limited due to copper. Copper is limited due... We have full belt in. I know it's a little bit harder to see right now, but... Yeah, okay. Let's go over there and let's change out some of that, slash just getting it upgraded. Because we need quite a bit of red. So let's just see if we can upgrade this as best we can without directly dealing with that. If that makes sense. Like, instead of upgrading stuff down there, let's go upgrade upstream. And then we'll go from there. So I'm going to see if I can kind of inject more copper into the system. So, you know, this massive influx should help a little bit. Okay. And so what we're going to go do is we're going to see... So for instance, because we have pretty big ore patch here, we're going to change this. And we're just going to get fully tapped. How many miners? Oh, we should have enough. We should have enough built. We're going to get fully tapped. We also need to add stone and I think coal to the bus because we want to get military science going pretty soon. And then this whole thing here is going to actually need to be changed a little bit because... So we have... As it stands right now, we have 4... I believe it's 4 iron, 4 copper, 2 steel, 1 stone. So we need 2, 3 space. And then stone. Okay, so it's going to look something like this. With this one right here, this is actually going to be turned into iron as well. So that one's going to be coal, or not coal, copper, excuse me, and then this one. Okay. The only issue is this right here. We don't need this machine. We're just going to get rid of it. We're going to go like this. And then we do need to replace that. Like that. Cool. Alright, so that didn't really change anything. Sweet. Alright, so we do have this little section here we have to basically tear up and get working. So we're going to do that. We're just going to tear that up. Then this is going to go up here. So right now we need more copper. Iron's actually looking pretty fine, and then we're going to upgrade the belts on the mining, because there's only so many miners that can be supported by a single belt of whatever color. So like for instance, notice here how this one's occasionally turning off. It's because it's at capacity, and then so even though we have a lot of miners, they're not all actually functioning, so that's something we have to be cautious of. So let's go ahead and get this one set up as well. And then that's a bit of a problem. Still full? Okay. Yeah, because I think what we'll do is we'll just use these here to fuel the other thing. The stone brick up top. We'll use this to fuel it. So we'll go something like this, this, and then this guy can go here, and lastly this guy can go right there. Alright, perfect. Alright, so what I'm going to try to do, just because this is a midweek episode, and I'm not going to be recording another Factorio episode this week, because I'm going to be doing... Actually, maybe I am doing another Factorio. I don't know, I'll see. But anyway, between now and the next episode, I'm going to focus on trying to get some more of these inputs set up. And then probably start planning out where we're going to put trains. Because I know we do have a lot of ore patches here locally. Like we have a bunch of copper, coal, some stone. And even over here on the right-hand side. And a teeny, okay, 2 million of uranium. We don't have any more iron. And just so everybody is aware, I did turn up, I believe it was size and richness, but turned down frequency. So it does force me to use trains. I know there's some iron down here and some iron way down here, but that is, for all intents and purposes, outside of where we have planned to expand into. So we are going to have to set up trains. I think we're going to probably have depots up over here, because it doesn't look like there's too much ore in the way. And then we can go down for a main line all the way down, kind of follow the coast, and then branch out somewhere over here or perpendicular to the wall. I'm not sure, we'll kind of plan it out. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's first episode of Factorio 2.0 Space Age. And with all of that, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, if you guys learned something new, or if you guys are just excited for the new DLC, leave a thumbs up on the video. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, tips, tricks, and anything else under the bus, leave that in the comment section down below. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one, and peace out.